Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Julie and Friends. This is our third and final episode for April. Um, so my time is up on Julie and Friends after today, but I am had so much fun doing this, and it's been fun to be Julie Salva's friend this month. I hope she'll keep me on as a friend after we're done. I think we'll stay friends. And it's been so fun working with Julie along with Lisa and Melissa. It's been a great, we've all had a great time working together and bringing these videos to you each week. So I hope you enjoy this final one. Our theme for today is to use a brand new stamp set that well, in fact, it hasn't been released yet. It'll be released May the 6th is when you'll be able to order this. Unless you're a demonstrator, you can order it now. But, and, oh, by the way, I want to make sure everybody knows that we have free shipping going on today. It started yesterday, and it will go through Friday. It's 3 days only, Wednesday through Friday. And so yeah, who doesn't want free shipping? I tend to always order from my favorite companies whenever they do free shipping. So if you've got a wish list going, now's the time to order that stuff that's on your wish list. And also, I have a special going on through the end of this month that if you place a minimum $50 order, then I'm going to send you a mystery box full of products. Now, the free shipping is on $75 orders or more. So if you do want to take advantage of my mystery box and you want to get free shipping during this time, you'll have to push it up to $75. But if you're like me, that is not hard to do. So anyway, let's get started with today. Let me show you the card that I am doing for this week. I'm using a brand new stamp set called Cheers and Sips. Always can forget if it's Sips and Cheers or Cheers and Sips. It's Sips. No, now see, I'm going to say it backwards. It is Cheers and Sips. Yes, Cheers and Sips, and it has a whole suite of products. It is an online exclusive, which just means that it's not featured in one of our print publications, but it is available just the same. You can just find it on the online store. Starting May 9th is when you can get it. So let's get started making this card. Let me switch cameras here. Okay, so here's the stamp set, Cheers and Sips. I'll try not to get that glare on there. It's super, super fun. You can make all kinds of drinks and things with it, and then it's got a die set that goes with it. I love this feature of this die right here, which I'm going to use today, so I will show it to you. But so that's what I'm using for this. And then also part of the suite, which I'm using, is the, let me see what it's called, Celebratory Sips DSP. Now, some of mine is missing. I've used a bunch of it. In fact, I don't know if I have. Anyway, it's also got drinks that you can cut out, and these cut out with the dies. You can cut out things, but then it's also got just a bunch of fun patterns and stuff. Anyway, some of it's missing there, but it's a really fun pack of paper, pretty colors, and so that's what we're going to use today. Okay, so to start, now the template for this card, like, this is what's so fun about it. Oh, you know what? Let me get this cord that's hanging in the way. Let me get that out. I'm actually over at a different place on my desk today because it was just going to be easier. But anyway, okay. I think I got that fixed. Anyway, the fun thing about, now this template I got from another demonstrator friend of mine, Meg Loven. She actually was here at my house today. Long story, but her son was visiting one of the universities here, and so we got to spend some time together today, and it was fun. But anyway, so she made a card with this template, and I thought it was really fun because it shows both sides of the paper of the DSP. Because you know how it is. We hate gluing down one side. Like, I love this polka dot side, but then this side with all these drinks and pictures and all that stuff is really fun too. So this is a way to use both. All right, so what we did is I started with a piece of 4x6 DSP, and I scored it at the top at 3/4 of an inch. So that's going to end up making it 4 by 5 1/4 this way. And I'm just going to stick that flap to the back of this 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white cardstock. So let's just fold that back like that. There we go. So we've got that. That's going to make our flap. And we'll just stick this down to the card base, which is just a quarter sheet of strawberry slush. That's a new in color strawberry slush cardstock. It's 5.5 by 4 1/4, so a quarter sheet. So we're just going to stick that right on there. And so there we have the base of our card there. And what I want to do now is punch a circle out. This is the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. And we're just going to go in. I'm pushing it all the way in. I'm going to do about right. There's no right or wrong place, but I'm going to do it. I kind of want it towards the bottom a little bit, so I'm going to do it right here. All right, and then we are going to use this piece that we just punched out. I'm going to fold this down just a little bit there. Okay, so we're going to stick this piece right through the window that we just punched out, just because that way we're going to know it's in just the right spot, and then just kind of pull that up, get it down. So now we've got it in the right place, and we can see both sides of that paper, and it matches the inside. All right, so we can just set that aside. That's our base. Now we need to do some stamping and coloring. All right, so we're going to stamp a tall glass. And we need, this is all, I'm using black memento for this. I need a short glass. What else do I need? I need actually 2 lemons. 2 lemons. We need a piece of mint. I love this little mint sprig. What else? A strawberry. And we need an umbrella. I know, lots of pieces, but this set just has so many fun pieces. I wanted to use a bunch of them. Okay, so I think that's all that we need to stamp there. Now, I don't know that I'm going to color every single one of these for y'all to watch, because I do have some already done, but I'll do a little coloring because coloring is fun. But I don't want this video to be too long, so I probably won't color everything while y'all are watching. Now, I'm using the Pumpkin Pie Stampin' Blends. The color that's actually in this DSP is the new Timid Tiger, but we do not have the blends yet. We weren't able to pre-order the Stampin' Blends markers, so I don't have those yet, but the Pumpkin Pie I think is going to match just fine. So I did the dark. I like to start with dark where I want to have some dark, and then I'm just going to color over, because then I'm not like wasting the light by coloring right there where I'm going to have dark, if that makes sense. But coloring over it is the key to getting rid of that line. I'm just going to kind of make a line where I want it to stop. We're going to make this is like an orangey, fruity drink of some sort. I don't know, a tropical drink with it's going to have an umbrella in it too. So I just did a little coloring there with the light and the dark pumpkin pie. And then I really kind of want it to have even some lighter shades. I want it to be very shaded, because it's just, you know, it's got all those things that are added into drinks, and it makes it different shades. So we're just going to leave that at that. And then this one, we're going to make this be a mint something, like a mojito or something like that. Or it could just be, I don't know. Whoops, I colored out of the lines. Well, I already have one done that's not colored out of the lines. But also, you can use your handy dandy color lifter, which is what I use to add some shading over there to pull off some of the color to make some lighter shades. When you're coloring a really big area like this, it's best to kind of flick your you don't want to press too hard and mess up your brush tip. You want to very lightly just flick your color, and it's gonna all blend together, because hence the name Stampin' Blends. They just do. Because they're alcohol markers, so they blend nicely. So we'll just kind of leave that there. Yeah, and if you get out of the lines, you can use your color lifter and kind of get that off. So see, magic. So that's those, and then I'll just color one of the lemons so that you can see how I did that. I'm using the dark and the light Daffodil Delight. We will have the Stampin' Blends for all of the new ink colors. That Timid Tiger is one. It just wasn't part of our pre-order this year, which I was kind of sad about, because I love coloring with Stampin' Blends. That's one of my favorite things. So I just did the dark Daffodil Delight, then I'm just going to color over it with the light so that to color that inside part. Like that. Oh, and you know what else in this? We would need some ice cubes. I'm going to put ice cubes in the green one. And so I'm going to use my white ink pad. It is sold, it comes with the refill, so and it's uninked, so you fill it up yourself. So I'm just going to use the white to get a couple of ice cubes in there like that. And then we got a few other things to color here. I'm going to look to see how we're doing on time. I don't know if this thing tells me anywhere how long it's been. I don't know. Well, I'm trying to keep it close to 15 minutes because that is our goal. Now, sometimes we go over. In fact, I probably am going to just go ahead and stop coloring, but I'm going to cut. So anyway, y'all know how to color, but I would color the mint, the strawberry. I have some already done, so I'm just going to bring those in because I want to save time. But here's what I want to show you about cutting out. See how this has the design in it? Let me hold it up a little closer. Do you see that cool design? It looks like it's a glass, an etched piece of glass. Well, it's this die right here. So when you're going to cut it out, you just put this on, you put that down, and you put this around it. It does it all in one, and it embosses that, and then it cuts around it too. So that is a really cool feature. You could make it a vase too, if you wanted to do a vase with that and not color it. Just do it in a color. So one thing I need to do is I want to stamp. Okay, I'm going to turn this over. This is going to be my scratch paper. So I want a sprig of mint to stick out of this one, but I want to see it in the glass too because it's sticking down in there. So I'm going to stamp this like that. And then on this one, I need, where's the little stick? I need to make, I'm going to have an umbrella sticking down in it. So I need to make the little umbrella handle stick down in that glass. Okay, so I've got that. And then we do need to color. Let me close up my ink pad before I have a mess with it. So we do need to color the mint that's down in the glass too. I'm going to use a little dark. Where is my sprig of mint? See, here it is right here. So I'm just going to color the part that's in the glass. Like that. Okay. So let's kind of put some things together. So first of all, we want to put our mint. Let me find my glue dots. All right. So I'm going to stick a mini glue dot right on the front of that because it is going to stick. Now all we got to do is just match up the match it up with the one that's stamped inside, and ta-da, it looks like it's in the glass and sticking up too. Isn't that fun? All right, so let's put all this. Oh, I know, one more thing. We need to cut one of these lemon slices because, and I'm going to put a mini glue dot on one part of it. This is what the part that's going to be at the back, because I want this to hang on the glass right here. We got a little lemon slice on this, whatever this fruity drink is. All right, let's start on the inside and stick. I'm going to mostly put things flat on the inside just to help with it, you know, so it won't be too bulky to mail it or whatever. So I want to stick this about, let's see, I'm going to move it over this way just slightly. We're going to put it right about there, and then this other lemon is going to be just laying down here beside. Just wanted to add a little something here, so we're going to make this lemon slice like it's sitting on the table or something. Now the one thing I am going to pop up on the inside is this little strawberry that's also leaning here. Whoops. So I'm just going to kind of put it right there. Okay, so there's the inside. For now, I'm going to do one more thing in there. Now, we're going to put this right here. I need some dimensionals, and we do want to pop up this on the front. Dimensionals here. We need a mini one right up here. That ought to do it. Let's see. And I want it to overlap just a little bit, just because I think it looks better that way. You will be able to see the glass on the inside, and I debated about that if I liked it, but I decided it was okay. We're going to call it okay because I like it overlap better than if it was just sitting over by itself away from the other one. And so we're going to put a couple of dimensionals on our umbrella. And it's going to overlap. It's sticking out of the glass. It's also over the lemon there a little bit. So there's that. Okay, so there's the front. We just need some sentiments on here. I've just got a little half strip of white, and I want to stamp. Where's my cheers? Cheers. Right here. Is that too tall? Let me go down a little bit. I'm going to have to stick my head over the top a little bit to see where I'm putting it. Okay, that's a little better. And then here's my go-to easy button for sentiments. If I don't have like a die that necessarily is going to work with it, I like to angle cut the sides. It just gives it a little more interest. And I'm just going to put a dimensional on one end and some adhesive on the other end. And let this hang over right here a little bit. I see, I like to use my grid to kind of see if I'm getting things straight. Typically, I'm not getting them straight. And then on the inside, I'm going to use this little It's Your Day. Cheers, it's your day. And we're going to stamp it just right down here. Like that. So there is the inside. Now we just need a couple of embellishments and we're going to call it done. Now I'm going to use, this is part of the suite also. They're called the holographic rosin dots. Rosin, resin, I don't know the right way to pronounce that. I think you can say either. I'm going to say that you can. But with my Texas accent, I think I would say resin. I don't know. I'm going to put one right there on that glass, the big one, and then I'm going to put a couple of them, how did I do it? Right, like right there and right there. And there we have it. There is my card. Yay! So let me just go back over here. I hope that you liked my Cheers and Sips cards with the window and the both sides of the DSP. And don't forget, watch all the 4 videos, mine, Julie's, Lisa's, and Melissa's. The links are on the description below the video. Watch them and vote for your favorite. Just give it that, click the like, the thumbs up, and vote for whichever one you like the best. I hope it's me. Lisa won again last week. She won both the weeks so far, but I'm telling you, it was neck and neck between Melissa, Lisa, and Julie last week. They were all very close, and I was trailing behind. That's okay. But anyway, I'm so glad y'all watched, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Bye.